Alright, looks like we've got a tie. Group 1 and Group 3, you're going head to head. A ripple of excitement moves through the room. Christina fans herself dramatically. Ooh, a showdown, she drawls. This is getting spicy. Cara reaches into the bowl of unused prompts, digs around, and pulls one out. Okay, one prompt. Both groups act it out. Best performance wins. Everyone leans in. Cara unfolds the slip, smirks, and reads it silently before announcing, Your prompt is, a squirrel stealing someone's picnic. Michelle cracks her knuckles. We got this. Don grins like he's about to tackle someone. Bring it. Cara steps back, hands raised. Whenever you're ready, and go. Don drops to all fours immediately, scurrying across the rug like a man possessed. Brad pretends to lay out a picnic basket, confused as Don snatches invisible sandwiches out of his hands. Carla shrieks dramatically, My food! My food! Hillary flaps her arms like she's trying to chase Don away. Don stuffs imaginary food into his cheeks, eyes wide. Christina cackles. Look at him! He's a rabid little bastard. The room howls. Michelle cracks her knuckles. Alright, let's go. She becomes the squirrel, twitchy, fast, darting around the room with laser focus. Nicole sets up an imaginary picnic, Tanya lounging beside her. Michelle pounces, snatching invisible grapes, chips, whatever she can grab, and then sprints behind the couch to hide her stash. Tanya screams, Hey! That was my lunch! Nicole chases Michelle around the coffee table. Michelle stops mid-run, stands on the couch, armed like a squirrel on a tree branch, and chitters loudly. Cara raises her hands. Okay, settle down. Gionni leans in, whispering, This is impossible. They're both insane. Cara nods. I know. She turns to the room. All right, applause decides it. Group 1 gets loud cheers. Group 3 gets screams, stomping, and laughter. Cara laughs, hands up. Okay. Group 3 wins. Michelle throws her arms up. Yes! Oh, come on. Don murders. We were robbed. Brad pats his shoulder. Dude, they out-squirreled us. Don shakes his head. No way. I was the squirrel. I committed. Christina leans over to the back of the couch, smirking. Babe, you committed all right. Committed to losing. Don points at Michelle, who's still doing a tiny victory chitter. She didn't even look like a squirrel. She looked like, I don't know, a caffeinated ferret. Michelle gasped. Excuse me? Tanya laughs. He's salty. Don crosses his arms. I'm not salty. I'm just saying, the judging was biased. Brad snorts. Face it, man, you lost. Don sighs dramatically, flopping onto the couch. Fine, but next year, I'm training. Christina pats his knee. Yeah, we'll get you a little tail and some nuts to practice with. Don groans. I walked right into that. Cara claps her hands to get everyone's attention. In about 10 minutes, we'll start basket and egg decorating in the dining room. Totally optional. If you're tired and want to head home, that's fine too. Everyone nodded, grateful for the break. Don stretched. Man, that was fun. Across the room, Susan and Hillary sank onto the couch, both looking wiped. Susan sighed. I'm beat. Maybe we should head out. They stood and walked over to Cara, who was chatting with Gionni. Cara brightened. Hey, ladies. Heading out? Susan nodded. Yeah, we're exhausted, but we had a great time. I'm so glad, Cara said warmly. Thank you both for coming. Get home safe, okay? They hugged Cara and Gionni, waved to the others, and slipped out the door. The cluster of guests strode into the dining room slowly. We've got egg decorating on one side, basket decorating on the other. Pick whatever or switch whenever you want. Let's have fun. Don whistled at the supplies. Wow, you guys went all out. Cara laughed. You know how competitive everyone gets. Craig puffed his chest. I'm winning this. Tanya shook her head. Craig, it's not a contest. Craig blinked. Oh, right. Maria patted his shoulder. Don't worry, you're still our craft king. Everyone laughed and split into their groups. The egg team started brainstorming designs. The basket team dove into ribbons, glitter, and pipe cleaners. Cara tapped Gianni's arm. I'm stepping outside for a minute. Keep an eye on the chaos. Gionni saluted. Cara smiled and followed Michelle out the door. As the group members are decorating, they chat about various topics. There's also some playful ribbing and teasing among the group, especially when someone's decorating skills are questioned or color choice is criticized. Michelle steps outside first, breathing in the warm air. She sits at the patio table, pulls out her cigarettes, and hands one to Cara. Cara lights hers with a shaky exhale. God, what an afternoon! I cannot wait for this to be over. Michelle laughs softly, leaning back. Yeah, you look wiped. It's been a long one. Cara rubs her forehead. It started out fine, and then it was just fight after fight. Rebecca and Christina, then Dawn and Christina, then Liz and Dawn, then Michael jumping in, and boom, 2 people leave. If charades didn't calm everyone down, I swear I would have shut the whole thing down. Michelle takes a slow drag. Same. My head was pounding. Thank God the game broke the tension. I was 2 seconds away from choking Dawn. Cara snorts. Honestly, same. And planning these events is stressful enough. But I'm glad you were here. I couldn't have done this alone. I needed help, and you've been a lifesaver. She squeezes Michelle's hand. Michelle squeezes back, smiling. I'm proud of you. Asking for help isn't easy, but you did it. Cara nods. Let's finish these and get back to the chaos. Rebecca paints soft pastels with floral stickers. Brad goes bold, dark blues and greens with messy brushstrokes. Craig and Maria team up, adding tiny spring symbols to their eggs. Carla sticks to pinks and butterflies. Nicole quietly paints clean ombre stripes, focused and calm. Don wraps his basket in blue and green plaid ribbons. Carol creates a delicate floral design with a big pink bow. Tom adds neat patterns and soft colors. Tanya weaves pastel ribbons through the handle. Christina plops down at the basket decorating table like she's about to perform surgery. Alright, let's fucking do this, she mutters, grabbing a fistful of supplies with zero plan. Tom watches her tape a crooked slab of purple construction paper to the front of her basket. You going for a theme? Christina waves him off. Theme? Babe, I'm creating art. Don't box me in. She slaps on a chunk of pink paper next, overlapping the purple like a ransom note. Then she grabs a giant yellow bow and ties it to the handle so aggressively the whole basket tilts. Tanya snorts. Christina, that bow is bigger than the basket. Christina squints at it. Yeah, and? It's couture. Next, she dumps an entire handful of pink confetti inside. A dump. Confetti explodes everywhere. Carol shields her workspace. Christina! You're getting it all over my flowers! Christina shrugs. Relax, sweetheart. It's festive. Then she grabs a bunch of fake tulips and stabs them into the middle of the basket like she's planting flags on conquered land. Tom blinks. Are those supposed to be arranged? Christina steps back, hands on hips, admiring the chaos she's created. Arranged? No, they're vibing. Don leans over, trying not to laugh. Christina! That basket looks like it lost a fight. She flips her hair. It didn't lose shit. It won. This is high-concept decorating, okay? Yous all ain't ready. The table erupts in laughter as she keeps adding random stickers, ribbons, and glitter with absolutely no strategy. Christina beams proudly. Look at this masterpiece. Tell me this ain't the baddest bitch in the room. Tom whispers to Tanya. It's definitely something. Christina's basket is chaotic. Pink and purple paper taped on crooked, a yellow bow tied aggressively to the handle, pink confetti exploding out of the inside, and fake tulips stabbed into the middle like a floral crime scene. Craig sits at the egg decorating table like he's entering the Olympics. He lines up his brushes, wipes them with precision, and adjusts the angle of his egg stand like he's scaling lab equipment. Carla watches him. Craig, you know this isn't a competition, right? Craig doesn't look up. Yeah, totally. Of course. Not a contest. He immediately starts painting tiny perfect spring symbols with surgeon-level focus. Maria leans over. Babe, you're sweating. I'm concentrating, he snaps. Brad laughs. Relax, man. We're just decorating eggs. Craig keeps painting. Yeah, and I'm just doing my best. He glances over at Christina's basket and mutters under his breath. And clearly someone has to raise the bar. Christina hears him from across the room. Say it louder, bitch, she yells. My basket's a fucking masterpiece. Craig flinches. I didn't say anything. Carla pats his shoulder. Craig, you're gripping that egg like it owes you money. He looks down. He is strangling the egg. I'm fine. I'm calm. I'm having fun. Maria whispers. He's absolutely not having fun. Craig inhales deeply, then resumes painting with the intensity of a man defending his honor. Cara and Michelle walk back in, stunned by the explosion of color. Cara laughs at Don's plaid wrap basket. He really committed. Michelle points at Craig and Maria's eggs. These two went full spring-themed. I respect their dedication. Cara claps her hands lightly to get everyone's attention. All right, everyone, I think that's a wrap for today. Before you head out, grab a party favor from the table by the door. There's chocolate, mini candles, little Easter trinkets. Take whatever you would like. The group cheers softly, tired but happy. Christina lifts her chaotic basket. Do we get a prize for this? Cara smirks. Your prize is taking it home. Christina gasped. Oh my god, I get to keep her? She's coming on my mantle. The group gathered their creations, said their goodbyes, and drifted toward the door in little waves, some lingering to chat, others practically sprinting out. Carla and Carol were first. Their husbands, Brad and Tom, followed right behind. Carla kissed Cara and Michelle on the cheek. Thank you both. This was wonderful. Carol smiled warmly. Truly one of the best Easter parties I've been to. Cara opened the door for them. Good night, you guys. Get home safe. They waved from the driveway before heading off. Next was Rebecca, pastel eggs in hand. Thanks again! Happy Easter! Good night, Rebecca, Cara said, giving her a quick hug. Craig and Maria slipped over next, offering quick thanks before heading out into the night. Then came Christina. She gave Cara a dramatic peck on the cheek. Thank you for having me, babe. I had a fucking blast. Invite me to the next one. I'll bring something cute. She waved at Michelle and Gionni. Bye, my angels. Love ya. Cara shut the door behind her, exhaling. Good night, Christina. Michelle shook her head. Jesus Christ. She was a handful. Cara snorted. Yeah, I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for her at the next event. Finally, Tanya and Nicole said their goodbyes to Don and Gionni, then joined Cara and Michelle in the foyer. Nicole smiled tiredly. Thank you for everything, Cara. We really did have fun. I'm so glad, Cara said, hugging Tanya. Drive safe, okay? Michelle gave them both a quick squeeze before they slipped out into the driveway. Don sat alone in the family room, taking slow breaths. Cara and Michelle walked back in while Gionni cleaned up the kitchen. Cara approached him gently. Hey, you all right? Don rubbed his face. Yeah, I just needed a minute. Today was a lot. No rush to leave, Cara said, pulling up a chair. Don nodded. I just wanted to apologize. I shouldn't have gone at Liz like that. I was pissed, but that's not an excuse. It was unprofessional, and it was in your house. I'm sorry. Michelle gave a small smile. We appreciate it. Cara leaned forward. Look, Liz throwing a drink was out of line, and you threatening her job didn't help. You two need to cool off and talk like adults. No job threats, no yelling. Just breathe and try again. Michelle added, Exactly. Her trauma got triggered. Marnie used to pull that same shit on her. And Michael jumping in? No one saw that coming. If you need one of us to mediate, call. Don let out a long exhale. Yeah, that whole moment was fucking insane. I'll talk to her this week, calmly. Cara nodded. Good. I'll talk to Liz privately. I'll nudge her toward a civil conversation. And Don, please tell us about big stuff like the charter school before it blows up at a party. We're all worried about our jobs. Don winced. I know. I should have told you. I've been working nonstop on it, trying to make it work in our favor. It's been stressful as hell. And yeah, threatening Liz's job was shitty. She needs help, but so do I. Michelle nodded. She definitely needs anger management, but you two can fix this. Don stood, looking tired but lighter. Thanks, really. Besides the elephant in the room, I had a great time. I just hope Liz doesn't take a leave or something. He stopped in the kitchen to dap up Gionni. Dinner was amazing, man. Thank you. Gionni grinned. Any time. Have a good night. Michelle and Cara walked on to the foyer with warm smiles. He opened the door himself and gave them a small wave. See you soon, he said, before closing it behind him. The moment the latch clicked, Michelle and Cara looked at each other. Holy shit, Michelle breathed. Cara let out a tired laugh. What a fucking day. Michelle nodded. Yeah, and that's my cue to head out. Cara, thank you for letting me help. I really did have fun. The food, the games, everything came together exactly how you wanted. She pulled Cara into a hug. Cara hugged her tight. Thank you, Michelle. Seriously, I couldn't have done any of this without you, she exhaled. And yes, it's been a day. Let's never speak of it again. Michelle smirked. Oh, someone's definitely bringing it up at the tea party. I bet money on it. Cara laughed. Of course they will. hopefully with less drama this time. Michelle waved toward the kitchen. Good night, guys. Bye, Gionni. She slipped out the front door, took a deep breath of fresh air, and headed down the steps toward the driveway. Cara joined Gionni in the dining room, helping him clean up the last of the mess. Thank you for cooking tonight. Everyone loved it. You're welcome, beautiful. He hugged her back and kissed her forehead. Honestly, I had fun. And the Liz and Dawn blowout kind of made the party entertaining. Cara snorted as she folded the table runners. That's one way to put it. At least everyone still managed to have a good time. Gionni dried the last plate and set it aside. Yeah, let's just hope Liz and Dawn work their shit out and don't bring it to school, or back into our friend group. Cara sighed, leaning against the counter. Amen to that.